Hello friends, in the last video we learned about some basic operations on sets. In this video we are going to see some important results that come as a consequence of the complement operation. So these results are very simple to understand, so let us take them one at a time. So we have our universal set. So I said that the universal set is represented as a rectangle and it is considered as a superset of all the sets under consideration. So this is our universal set. Okay. So now the first result that we get is what is the complement of the universal set. So if the universal set has all the elements within itself, the complement will have nothing. That's why we say that the complement of the universal set is the null set, the phi or the empty set. Okay. Now, what about the complement of the empty set? So the empty set has no elements inside, it's empty. So the complement, everything other than that. So everything other than that is basically the universal set. So all the elements are present in universal set and nothing is there in the null set. So the complement of the null set is the universal set, itself. Okay. So till now we understood these two very logical results as an outcome of complementing them. Okay. Now let us talk about a set A. So let us say that A is a proper subset of the universal set. So it is there inside the universal set. Okay. So this is our set A. Okay. Now what is A complement? So everything which is outside of A. So basically this is our A complement. Correct? So everything which lies outside of A is A complement. Now the result says that the complement of A complement gives us the set A itself. So how is that possible? Let us try to understand with the help of this diagram. The complement of A is this part, so we can highlight it. So what are the elements which are outside of this highlighted region? This. And what is this? This is A. So the complement of A complement is A itself. In the same way, it could also be, it doesn't matter how many times you take the complement. So if you take the complement an even number of times, you always end up with the same set. So complement of A, if you take it 4 times, again you end up with A. So we are just going round and round, but again we are going from the complement back to itself, back to complement, back to itself. That's how we are doing it. So this is how you can understand complement of a complement. Now let us talk about the union of A with its complement. So this is A and this is A complement. So if we take the union, I said the union has all the elements of both these sets. So A along with all the elements which are not in A. So that is basically the entire universal set. You just take the elements in A complement, you take the elements of A, you combine them together, you end up with the U. From this diagram it is very simple to understand. So this is how we get this result. The union of the set A with its complement will give you the universal set. Okay. Now the final result is the intersection operation with a set and its complement. So this is our set A and this is its complement. You can see that they have no elements in common. Everything outside of A is in its complement and everything in outside of A complement is in A. So their intersection basically has nothing. That's how the complement is defined. So if there was any element in common between them, it wouldn't be a complement. That's why the intersection of these two sets is the empty set. So these are the 5 trivial results that we derive based on the operation of complementation. So thank you for watching. In the next video, we will be learning about De Morgan's law. Thank you.